Flood. Overflow of water. The flood destroyed many houses. Flash flood. Sudden, fast flood. A flash flood hit the city overnight. Overflow. Water going beyond limits. The river overflowed after heavy rain. Inundate. Cover completely with water. The streets were inundated by rain. Submerge. Sink underwater. Cars were submerged during the flood. Evacuation. Moving people to safety. The evacuation saved many lives. Shelter. A safe place. Victims stayed in emergency shelters. Disaster. Great damage. The flood was a natural disaster. Damage. Harm done. The storm caused heavy damage. Collapse. Fall down suddenly. The bridge collapsed in the flood. Rescue. Save from danger. Firefighters rescued trapped families. Emergency. Urgent situation. The city declared a state of emergency. Relief. Help after disaster. Relief teams brought food and water. Aid. Help or support. International aid arrived quickly. Casualty. Injured or dead person. The flood caused many casualties. Survivor. Person who lived through disaster. Survivors shared their stories. Stranded. Stuck with no way to leave. People were stranded on rooftops. Power outage. No electricity. The flood caused a power outage. Infrastructure. Roads, bridges, buildings. Infrastructure was badly damaged. Climate change. Long-term weather change. Climate change makes storms worse. Global warming. Earth getting hotter. Global warming causes extreme rainfall. Extreme weather. Unusual, severe weather. We are seeing more extreme weather events. Rainfall. Amount of rain. Heavy rainfall flooded the streets. Storm. Strong wind and rain. A big storm hit Texas. Hurricane. Powerful storm. Hurricanes bring strong winds and floods. Tornado. Spinning windstorm. A tornado damaged nearby towns. Drought. No rain for a long time. After drought came heavy floods. Greenhouse gases. Gases that trap heat. Greenhouse gases worsen climate change. Carbon emissions. Pollution from fuel. Reducing carbon emissions can help the planet. Sustainability. Using resources wisely. We need sustainable solutions. Deforestation. Cutting down trees. Deforestation makes flooding worse. Erosion. Soil washed away. Flooding caused soil erosion. Wetlands. Land with water. Wetlands help absorb floodwater. Forecast. Weather prediction. The forecast warned of heavy rain. Funding. Money for a purpose. The government gave funding for recovery. Budget. Planned money use. A budget was set for rebuilding. Relief fund. Money to help victims. Donations added to the relief fund. Insurance. Financial protection. Insurance helped rebuild damaged homes. Reconstruction. Rebuilding after disaster. Reconstruction will take months. Infrastructure repair. Fixing roads and bridges. Infrastructure repair is a priority. Policy. Government decision. New policies will prevent future floods. Debate. Discussion with arguments. There's a debate about climate change. Mitigation. Reducing harm. Mitigation plans can save lives. Preparedness. Being ready for danger. Preparedness training helps communities. Devastating. Extremely sad or damaging. It was a devastating flood. Fear. Feeling scared. People felt fear during the flood. Grief. Deep sadness. Families are in grief after the disaster. Shock. Sudden surprise or fear. The news left everyone in shock. Hope. Belief things will improve. There is still hope for recovery. Resilience. Ability to recover. The community showed great resilience. Unity. People working together. Unity helped them rebuild faster. Volunteer. Person helping for free. Volunteers helped clean the streets. Heroic. Very brave. The rescue team was heroic. Evacuate. Move to safety. They evacuated before the storm hit. Relocate. Move to another area. Flood victims had to relocate. Donate. Give help or money. People donated food and clothes. Victim. Person affected by disaster. Flood victims need shelter. Rebuild. Make again after damage. They plan to rebuild the town. Warning system. Alert for danger. The warning system saved lives. Emergency kit. Tools for survival. Keep an emergency kit ready. Medical aid. Health help. Medical aid reached the injured. Surge. Sudden strong increase. There was a surge of floodwater. Overflowing river. River beyond its limit. The overflowing river caused floods. Levee. Barrier to stop floods. The levee broke during the storm. Floodplain. Flat area near river. The floodplain was underwater. Rainstorm. Heavy rain. A rainstorm flooded the roads. Thunderstorm. Rain with thunder. A thunderstorm hit the area. Lightning. Flash of electricity. Lightning struck a tree. Preparedness plan. Safety steps. They made a flood preparedness plan. Long-term recovery. Slow rebuilding. Long-term recovery will take years. Rapid response. Quick help. Rapid response teams rescued people. Temporary housing. Short-term living place. Victims moved into temporary housing. Resettlement. Moving to a new place. Resettlement was necessary after the flood. Community support. Help from people around. Community support was strong. Mental health. Emotional well-being. Mental health care is needed after trauma. Water contamination. Dirty, unsafe water. Flooding caused water contamination. Relief workers. People helping after disaster. Relief workers arrived quickly. Civil defense. Protection for citizens. Civil defense teams were active. Evacuation route. Safe way to leave. They followed the evacuation route. Flood barrier. Wall to block floods. A flood barrier protected the town. High ground. Safe, raised area. People moved to high ground. Recovery effort. Work to rebuild. Recovery efforts are ongoing. Natural hazard. Danger from nature. Floods are a natural hazard. Storm surge. Rise of sea level. Storm surge flooded the coast. Evacuation center. Place for rescued people. They stayed in an evacuation center. Risk assessment. Checking possible dangers. Risk assessment helps planning. Emergency hotline. Phone number for help. Call the emergency hotline for rescue. Aftermath. Result after disaster. The aftermath of the flood was tragic. Economic loss. Money lost. The flood caused huge economic loss. Human loss. Lives lost. The disaster led to human loss. Disaster management. Handling emergencies. Good disaster management saves lives. Community resilience. Ability of people to recover. Community resilience is very strong. Environmental damage. Harm to nature. Flooding caused environmental damage. Rapid rainfall. Very fast rain. Rapid rainfall flooded the streets. Overflowing drains. Drains full of water. Overflowing drains worsened flooding. Blocked roads. Roads you can't use. Blocked roads stopped rescue vehicles. Emergency shelter. Safe place during danger. They stayed in an emergency shelter. Climate action. Steps to protect the planet. Climate action can prevent disasters.